Start recording. Start streaming. That's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome everybody to the episode of Rocks Fall Over Dice. I'm here with the crew of the Nostromo. This is episode 180 for our hearing impaired. That is.
What about for the math impaired?
For the math impaired, that is.
I thought it was.
You know, that sounds about accurate. Thank you. Johnny, what happened last time?
Oh, last time, during our first proper day of conspiring in the city of Kusan, did a whole bunch of shenanigans with getting into the Restful Lily, where Artem did some skullduggery to get a favor from Bak Mei, the monk of the elements, convincing him to throw a fight in the arena for them in exchange for convincing the Jade Tigress to take his hand in marriage, leaving out the crucial perma-killing dagger that'll end that marriage very quickly, and successfully getting her to come on board while drunk. Maybe when she sobers up that might change, but hopefully that's still okay.
I don't get the impression she ever sobers up.
I can say we don't let her sober.
Yeah, precisely. Did Smoot happen to leave his flask with you, Karadak? That would be very helpful here. And also with the Conservatory, Laddie managed to get in there and auction off a piece of shit totem as a valuable artifact, and is plotting on meeting with the curator, Dread Morgan, on the morning of the second day to get his writ of authenticity and also to pull the switcheroo of Golem made in her image to get her into the conservatory and make off with the paintings, which we have duplicates commissioned to make for her. And we know how to get all of them except the one in the Hall of Mirrors, because the mirror monster there can see people's souls, so the golem wouldn't work there for getting past security measures. Did a bunch of recon on the parade route through the city and various checkpoints that it could maybe use to do an ambush there. Lagan got in with the Band of the Valorous Banner? Is that what they're called?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Roughly right.
It is the. Oop, no, no.
The Band of the Virtuous Banner.
Band of the Virtuous Banner.
Led by a
So they're all
Valoran Ironheart.
And he's gonna take part in a fight with them to hopefully maybe get some favor to possibly win an audience at the birthing ceremony an alternate way, maybe. And I believe that's most of everything that we accomplished just on the first day there. And apparently none of us died during the night, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not death. It's more of a coma.
Yeah. Let me see.
And if you never wake up, is there much of a difference?
Sounds like my dream.
Alright,
Man.
I'm gonna copy and paste the band to you, so you at least you know the members.
Ooh.
Here you go.
Oh God, what you do it in?
It's like not formatted well because I just sent it to you over Facebook chat.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you have to sully yourself.
I beg you to do it any other way.
Alright.
Email me or something.
Alright.
Or post it or any of those. I
What
don't
is
have
your-
my phone that
What
has
is your email? What does it start with? Letters start with?
the.
There we go. Does it have numbers or no numbers?
No numbers.
Okay. Okay. I will. Here we go. At least it's now a little bit. I will put it. Give this a name.
The Z.
Yep. I got it. And sent. You have it over email.
Hooray.
Also, there is a virus on it.
That's fine.
There you go.
It'll have to fight all the other viruses.
It's just HPV, so you're fine. That's not how that works. It's not.
I'm pretty sure.
Not how that works.
They also posted the allies and enemies screenshots in the Facebook group because he had like a comment in the post before.
Oh,
so
right.
Just for easier reference for Matt and whoever else.
You got a physical printout right there.
Yep.
It is midnight. Who's doing what at midnight or anything? I know some of you have to sleep for at least a 6-hour period. Some of you do, not all of you.
Cool. Well,
Yeah, Laddie would need some sleep. He's gonna be out for the night.
So you're going to sleep until the next period of time, which is going to be 6 o'clock or
Yeah.
8 o'clock, something like that.
Because Morgan doesn't leave for the company until 10 in the morning.
10 in the morning.
Figure it out. So we'll have a little time to get ready for that. Do we want to kill her? Do we want to like imprison her? Like, how do we want to like do this switcheroo with the golem exactly? Try to knock her out or something?
I guess 2 questions. 1, is the golem full size already?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we get the golem in? To replace her in the first place?
Good question. I suppose
She can loiter outside her own office while we have a meeting and then come in.
Well, if I'm going to meet her at her home.
Oh, at her home. Okay,
Yes.
then we can work with that.
Yeah, I could maybe like see if I can convince her to accompany me to let's get brunch somewhere or some such, and happens to be where the golem's being kept.
Because mechanically, the golem is faceless and lifeless until it touches the face of the person it is.
Okay.
For context.
I will say for taking her out, can be done silently, is I can cast silence, make it a quiet moment, but something happens.
Let's say if I had to we just fucking stupefy her and leave her in her room somewhere.
Yeah, that'd work well on that cleric. Fucking bastard.
I think that's the only person I've got it to work on too so far.
It's a high risk, high reward spell.
Yeah.
The save's difficult on it. It's just been bad luck. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
I even prefer not to kill her, but she also seems like a kind of an evil asshole anyway, so
Yeah.
not really against it.
I mean, doesn't seem quite as. I forgot this chair is squeaky. Sorry, I'll try to not move as much. I mean, yeah, compared to some of the other people in the city, she seems more crooked and like straight up evil.
Probably worships Abadar. Is that the money one? I don't know. But
Oh, yeah. Abadar is the neutral god of gold, but that's in the other universe.
Nice. I think I have anything really to effectively like use to like incapacitate or put to sleep or something. I guess I could go shopping for something that might maybe.
Do you need a potion made?
That's right.
About the fire genasi.
The fire genasi can make us up whatever potions and shit.
Yep. It just takes him, I believe, depending on what you need made, it just takes a period of time. You could ask him the night before to make something.
Phylactery of love.
That's also possible.
Yeah. This.
Honey. Because that would be something for them to drink.
Yeah, of course.
It would be hard to convince her it's something else unless you force her to drink it. Because she'll know if you're lying about what it is, given that she's good at spotting fakes.
That's very true, yes. And also, we probably want her to be out for, like, the duration of this whole day period.
Yeah, pretty much
so,
2-3 days.
A sleep potion would probably just, like, only work for, like, one day, unless it could be, like, request, like, a sleep potion that, like, puts you out for, like, a week or something, or...
Like one that like puts you in almost a comatose state.
Yes!
Yeah, you could request one.
A potion of the beast of starry eyes, perhaps?
Convince her to plot against Maladek long enough for the beast to
You're also trying to put an elf to sleep, right? So it would have to be something.
That's right, she's an elf, too, yeah.
Yeah, so it's possible. You just want one that'll incapacitate her, or just put her to sleep.
I mean, the less she knows, the better, I think. So if she does wake up, be better to like knock her out instead of her knowing exactly what happened. Like keeping her prisoner bound up somewhere where she could then blab to somebody later.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could just kill her too. That's a much simpler solution.
A sleep potion is possible. You'll learn from the NPC. It's easy. She will have advantage against the save on it, though. And there is a potion of essentially stupefy, which is just a really strong hallucinogenic. So she would be tripping out of her mind for like 3 or 4 days.
So what Smith drinks every day.
There is a paralyzing potion, easily doable. Love potion, also easily doable. There is, there's a lot of them. You can almost make a potion do anything you want. It's just the effect is going to depend upon the time duration. So, but all of those she will get a roll against.
Right.
As the risk.
Yes.
Stupefy one sounds pretty decent.
Yeah. Would probably be better than trying to put her elf to sleep. Yeah.
If it doesn't seem to affect her, then we do plan B. Just slightly more violent.
Like, see that golem? It looks like you now, thunk. Yeah, I'll request a potion of stupefy.
Okay. That one
Potion
will
of
take
love.
4 hours to
Golem
make.
touches her. They look at her and you're just...
If he is a narcissist, and if it looks like her, then yeah, maybe we won't even need the potion.
Jesus.
Potion of love.
But she'll know it's a fake her.
We'll get a broom and a mirror. Push her into the mirror with the broom.
Oh, and she and the mirror monster get fucking freaking.
I just like the broom specific call for this. Mom, no, won't do. We need
Someone
a
hurt
broom.
her. Mop's hurt.
Yeah, brooms are stiff and bristly. What?
Jesus Christ.
Obviously, he's never been hit by a mop.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I'll request the night before. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can have that done by 4 in the morning.
Plenty of time.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone
When
is
you
doing?
on your breakfast?
And maybe you should have somebody with me just in case shit goes really bad.
Sure. Why not?
Excellent.
I'm an elf. I only sleep 4 hours a night.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're an elf. You only get 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, so you guys are up at pretty much you're also up after 4 hours. So you're already up. So you guys are only technically, you only need 6 hours of sleep. You only need 6 hours of rest for spell slots.
Well, I am going to spend my 4 hours of extra awake time.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. What do you guys want to do?
Well, from 12 to 4, I would like to go do another search in the temple to see if I can find any more leads than what he found already for the under there.
All right.
Under temple.
So you're looking. It is. Let me look at the Temple of Restful Lily.
Is
from
it
the
open at
hours.
4 a.m.?
It's not open at 4 a.m., but okay. 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. is early morning rituals. 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is martial training. Okay, so you know from 1 to 3, a group of dedicated monks perform chanting, filling the temple with tranquil aura and in inviting visitors to join in meditation and reflection. That's from 1 to 3. From 2 to 4 is basically their training, but also it's a demonstration as well, open to the public between 2 and 4. So, what is your goal? Your goal is to go in there and just like investigate. You're trying to find the door.
Yeah, generally searching around for a door.
Okay.
Some kind of hidden something.
So you're trying to do this and not seem like You're looking
That's what
for
I'm
one.
doing. Yeah.
Okay, so how about a stealth, a deception, and a perception check?
Oh, my best skills.
Are they? I have no idea. Okay.
And I should have done something. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's go. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. Saying as I'm sneaking, I'm not bringing my armor with me. Okay. Skills. Where'd you go? Skills. Okay. Stealth. Sorry, D&D Beyond is being difficult. Okay, there we go. Okay, 8.
Oh boy.
I can't give my lucky to anybody, can I?
Deception. Maybe I should go home. 3. What was the other one?
Perception?
Does it matter at this point?
Are you get a really good roll on perception? See how well you're gonna fuck up.
The fuck is that? Genuine question. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, 15. It came down at, like, this angle. I'm like, what is this weird fucking triangle shape?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's terrible.
So you start off with an 8, which is -1 successes. You roll a 3, which is you're at -4 successes. You roll a 15, which is 2 successes. You're at -2 successes. Okay.
Might need to break the lagging out of prison today.
Standard
Mine's well-worn armor. Fuck.
standard roll is normally a 10 for a failure. You've gone 2 under a 0. So I'm going to roll a dice. You want this to be a 7 or below.
I think my dice are better for 7 or below.
That'd be an 11.
Yeah.
Is that a below a 7?
Only according to the maths.
Only if we hold another dice over it, it's a 7.
I need you to roll me a d12.
Oh.
7.
Oh.
Maybe I should go to bed.
Okay.
I thought you'd never ask.
It's 10 more points onto the alarm.
42.
Okay, Lagan, describe to me what the fuck happened. Like, this was just, something went horribly wrong.
So, I've come during the part where everyone's supposed to be meditating.
Okay.
And started off in the back,
Okay.
pretending to meditate with everyone else. Not correctly.
Okay.
All like, wait, hold, no one's doing this. It's great, but he's looking around. Looks like most people's eyes are closed, you know. So he's sort of staring off at other places somewhat suspiciously. And honestly, most people seem pretty distracted. So he's gonna get up, start looking around like this statue looks interesting, sort of tugging it in spots. But in a really bad, like, I tripped, grab that part.
Oh no, I'm falling over. Okay.
Like that's it. Heavens. Kind of like that, wandering around and not being so good at the meditating thing, which apparently isn't what's expected at this point in time.
So at one point you're over by the sidewall and there is a line of vases. These vases have the ashes of all the other monks who have, over the years, perished. And part of the rite is when they cremate you, that the monks and people of high standing within Burnian society get to stay within the church, right? Within the vases, their ashes are added to the vase. And the vases are separated by eras, right? So you're only putting the ashes of the people that you had lived with within that era, right?
Burning,
making you all
cremated.
1. So you're I tripped, and you instead you hit a statue, and you're trying to pull on what you convinced was an arm that would pull down and maybe reveal a door behind it. Instead, you pull on the arm, and the arm piece breaks off. It's holding a giant axe. Well, the hand was holding the axe, and then the axe falls. Hits one of the vases, hits a vase, hits a vase, hits a vase, and through a horrible, fucked up domino effect, 900 years worth of ashes gets spilt on the floor as all the vases are knocked over one after the other on the wall and just absolutely shatter to the point where Crazy Glue is going to have a problem with them. And you're just kind of standing there, and every monk stands up.
Well, it's their fault for having them so close together. They could fall over on each other. I'm not suggesting that had something to say, by the way.
Sees them all stand up, looking at him. Backs. These are like on pillars or something, I assume. The vases.
Yeah, each of these vases was like on a pillar, so it knocked over, hit the one pillar, hit the next pillar, hit the next pillar. And you're kind of impressed how far it kept going.
Just gonna cover his face,
Right?
back behind. It just.
You start screaming loudly.
Going for the pity.
You know what would have been even better?
So you go to scream for the pity, right? But instead your hand slips and you just end up screaming in some lady's face like, "Ah!" She starts screaming, runs, trips over a baby, falls to the ground. The baby starts crying. The parents get up. They start coming at they're pissed off. They're coming at you now. You are flanked by 2 monks and 2 angry parents. The sound of a crying baby filling the silence in the
Parkour.
room.
What?
Parkour.
Summon your raptor, quick.
How do we leave?
Some of the raptor. It eats the baby. No!
Raptors ate your baby.
Pull out 1,000 copper. Offer it to a monk. Church.
This should cover it, right?
You pull out some money and you offer it to the monk. As you do pull out that and offer it to the monk, your sword clatters to the ground.
It's a spear, thank you.
Your spear falls and clatters to the ground. It stabs the monk in the leg.
This is getting worse. I can't fix this.
The monk starts screaming as its bloody leg.
So much for a vow of silence.
I think that's the monk's fault, not mine.
Hey, aren't they supposed to be dodgy?
Right.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
I attempt to heal the monk.
You give him cancer.
It's probably a fucking fail in this temple because of the other monk.
Yeah, actually, that's a fair thing. The other one is in play.
Oh yeah.
It is immediately counterspelled. As you
Stress increases.
a very old-looking monk kind of gets up, and when he gets up, he's kind of just like he just takes a step on the air and then is just standing on the air. As you go to cast a spell, he just looks in its direction. You feel it fizzle out in your hands, and he says, "Add his ashes to the pile."
So I'm gonna run. The best that my little legs can.
You run as you pick up your spear.
I do pick up my spear.
You run, you pick up your spear
Right out
on
of
your
his
money.
leg.
You run as quickly as you can. You're being chased by a bunch of monks who are known for their speed and 2 parents who are probably members of the PTA.
Let's see. Do I have anything I can do about this?
Maybe one of us should have come with you.
This wasn't supposed to be this exciting. Can't do that.
All the bad luck. It's just all the bad luck.
We're in a desert, so there's nowhere I can do that. Boy.
I'll dive into the river to escape. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, that was honestly my best bet, but I can't. It was not on near. I don't have...
Quick, fall asleep, hope the beast of
So
starry
there
eyes
are
can see first.
plants everywhere here, right? The temple is in the garden district of Kusan.
If I'm able to get out of the temple... The fact is, they're all very fast, and I run at a whopping 30.
Yes.
You're
You're gonna have to get away, but you're gonna get away, but you have to like describe
Yeah,
how
no,
this
I'm
happens.
trying to. Let me. Ooh. Thoughts. I need to know. Oh, come on. Load again. Let me see what my thing can do. So I'm making a beeline out of the temple.
Okay.
At this point, I'm knocking things behind me to try to get things leave me
You're
alone,
knocking
because
over
nothing is
more
helping.
vases behind you. For just a brief moment, Matt's character just kind of is broken from his meditation, kind of just like maybe that's why you failed the last time. You were so close, like the sound of like screaming and like breaking vases and like an alarm being raised. And like it's an old alarm too, like it's old and rusty because they never use it. Because who would break into the temple full of monks? You like look outside, you see this fat halfling just running down the street.
And as I get outside, is where Zula is waiting for me.
Okay.
I will hop on and have her fucking sprint, which is at least faster than me.
Okay. Most of the lower level monks are just behind you, but there's a couple that are just starting to keep pace.
And
T-1000 running after.
You know, with a monk's running speed, it almost is.
and once I'm out of the temple, or hopefully, Mr. Wait, isn't Counterspell guy training with him?
Yeah, but only his soul is. His
Ah,
body
shit.
can be in multiple different places.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a master. He can do shit like that.
Well, as I'm running, I will... What's my lowest version of that? Oh, I will conjure woodland beings to try to distract additional guys behind me.
Ooh, what kind of woodland beings are you shooting for here? They're desert.
Let's see, woodland beings. I'm going for the 8 quantity of fey creatures. Let's see, what do we got? A bunch of blink dogs. That sounds great.
A bunch of dogs just start swarming the monks. And all of a sudden, like, they just start falling behind.
Start hitting them in the groins, nosing them in the
Yeah.
And as we keep running, I am also going to do a... I can't be... a pass without trace on myself and Azula, so we can't be tracked as we fucking book it.
Okay. You are able to thoroughly get away.
Oh, God.
You were just so close. It's just bad luck.
Things have gone poorly.
Okay. Well, that's what you're tilling till for. Anybody else? I guess you guys are sleeping.
Still sleeping, yeah.
Okay. Fast forward to 4 o'clock. Okay.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, you show back up. I'm going to warm up my tea. You guys talk about what your next steps are. The potion is available. It is left on the doorstep.
Okay.
It's and the potion is in a powder form.
I would recommend
Powdered
staying
mushroom.
away from the temple for a bit. They seem upset. Apparently someone went in and through no fault of their own crashed so many of their special vases, and they were going to add his ashes to the vases that had ashes in them. I don't pretend to know how this works. They were,
What did you do?
Not me, but I'm telling you what happened there specifically. There's no common and close association. Definitely.
21 insight. Yeah,
You can get this with like a tube. I'm covered in dust.
it was
It's completely gray.
I may have somebody's ancestors all over me, several of them.
That's fantastic. Wasn't Arnhem at the temple? Has he come back from the temple yet?
I didn't see him. Lucky tripped. They wouldn't accept my apologies or offering to pay for the damages, and they tried to kill me, and I had to run for my life. So, be careful you go there. They may be a bit upset. Again, through no fault of anyone's.
I'm not concerned so much with the temple so much as with any increased guards that might be about because of such. Because now you're a wanted man. Great work, buddy. Well, great way to get the day started, but you can at least. You know what? I'm not gonna invite you to join me in the art heist because I don't need that kind of energy in my life. But
Normally I'd complain.
yes, Caradoc, if you would like to join me in incapacitating the curator today.
Well, by incapacitate, do you mean strike with lightning? Strike with fire?
I mean, strike with this. Knock her out, stupefy her, so we can pull the switcheroo with the golem.
Like blow powder in her face?
You know, possibly, if we absolutely needed to. I was thinking perhaps when I meet her at her home, I can spin a tale about yet another priceless artifact, a mud statue in the likeness of the Moldy Shorts' great granduncle on his mom's side or some shit, and go to her being like, oh, if you wouldn't mind, if you could verify this so I don't get bamboozled or some such, you know. And maybe bring her back. Also, just take her back to the Ogling Acrobat, the Earth Dio's bar, and there hope to subterfuge either through her drink and get the golem to copy her and then knock her out. Sorry, I thought that was a mug on the table. I thought it was thunder for a second for some reason.
Sorry.
Hello, thunder.
It's a rhino.
Thunder! And Lagan, if you would, I don't know, but just don't get in any more trouble today, please.
Day hasn't even started yet. Don't worry.
It's thank you, Azula, but no, I don't need to clear that. Keep your raptor outside. So yeah, I think that'll be my plan. Is for later at 10 a.m. try to convince her to come back to the tavern to do that, and before then, what else is there to do? Because this is 4 to 8. 8.
4 to 8. So you guys got 4 hours to do whatever you want. This is a free period for you guys.
Thinking what else to prepare for, look into. Because you will have a fight with the Banner Band or whatever later today, right?
Yeah. At 11?
I haven't updated that one. Yeah,
At
it's
12.
Yeah.
The 11 to 12 block, something like that. 12 to 1, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe hang out with them today, just so you have other armed people surrounding you.
What's up?
Hopefully Arnhem will be able to get out of the temple without too much hassle following all that stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
No one would dream of suspecting him now.
You can use actions to try to decrease the amount of alarm. That is something you could attempt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Because your guys' plan so far, as I understand it, is to liberate as many of the paintings as you can from the Kusan Conservatory.
Yeah.
And
2 or 3 super key ones.
so you can know where the divination orb is. And so you can suppress the Beast of Starry Eyes, know where the secret entrance potentially is, and what was the other one?
He also knew
with dirt on the High Priestess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dirt on one of the high priestesses.
Yeah.
One of you said they had a plan for like the arena master or something at one point, or
Well, what we've done is we got Didn't we get blackmail on him?
We found out he's selling Sapopa
Yes.
to the
Yes.
guards.
To the guards. We did that because we're gonna need him to we're gonna need the guy to basically let the poison get in for his throne fight
okay,
for the cheating there.
okay. So whenever one of you wants to do that, that might be a thing as well. So what do you guys want to do? And you guys can combine efforts. It doubles your ability to succeed in a single scene.
Well, for the next one, I'm going to take a 1-hour nap.
Okay.
Well, no, there's no reason to unless to take the full one. Hold on, let me check my spells again. So I just spent those 2. That's fine. I'll be okay. I'm going to spend my next 4 hours attempting to lower the alarm.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how would be a good way to do that, though.
Okay. Come up with something and let me know. What are you doing?
Don't have to be at the curator just yet.
Yeah, 4 hours to do whatever you want. There are other locations. I know there's other parts of the plan you guys have.
Since I haven't short rested, do I still need to? I need to do a roll for an exhaustion or something? Is it automatic, or how's that work?
Exhaustion is automatic.
Automatic. Okay.
Well, it's a con saving throw for the first day. Second day, it's automatic
Okay.
with a potential 2. Right. So.
So can I con saving throw for my first level?
Go ahead and go make a con saving throw for your first level.
Jesus Christ.
Getting all the bad rolls out of the way.
I seem to be trying at least.
Should one of us be accompanying
12.
12. DC starts at 13 for
Nice.
because it is an advanced check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I take an hour nap, and I'll spend the
Okay.
other 3.
Okay. That's fine. 3 hours. All right.
I'll during this time period, I'll go check out the Diviner's tower. Not trying to get in, but see if I see any sign of the Diviner or his assistant, the sister of the mother, to be out and about.
Okay. Let me check some stuff. Kusan Conservatory Spectral Tower. This is between the hours of 4 and 8. Okay. And anything for you, or still thinking? Okay. Okay. I guess go ahead and make me since you're doing a stakeout, probably an investigation, perception, and a stealth.
Investigation, perception, and stealth. Investigation, 13. Perception, I'm going to use a lucky because that was bullshit. Perception is 16. And stealth, which I believe I have advantage on. Yes, I do. Stealth is 19.
19. What was that? What were the totals again?
13, 15, and 19.
13, 15, 19. Okay. All right. long as it is as long as it is not a 16 or above, you're all right.
8.
Okay, there we go. I'll take that back.
Neil, the die. 59.
Thank you, sir. Okay, all right. So for that many successes, you notice that at 4 o'clock in the morning when you arrive is the time that you see a Santiago de Rivas, the Archmaster of Divination. You see him appear at the front door. One moment he was not there. The next moment there was a sharp light, and then he was there. It looks like about 4 o'clock in the morning is when he arrives back at the tower.
Okay, so he's coming to the tower, not leaving the tower.
Not leaving the tower. He's coming back to the tower at 4 o'clock, which means he wasn't there before then, but what time he left. Well, you got some of that information. You have that... let me see. That the Archmaster teleports to a random city outside of Tucson for meetings. He is known to visit the Cave of Many Worlds sometimes when he does this as well. And yeah, so he's just coming back from his 10 o'clock leave. So between the hours of 10 and 4, he's not in the tower. You notice that there are 4 golems. There are 4 golems that guard the tower. Each one is on its own floor, preferably probably the first 4 floors. Probably sitting in the center in guard. You do notice, and this is whether it's nighttime, whether they have their nighttime vigil. There are also 4 gargoyles on the roof. You do notice that the gargoyles, though, are roosting currently, and they have a small clutch of eggs at the top of the tower.
Do they turn to stone during the daytime, or are they just less active?
They are nocturnal, so when the sun comes up, they are hard golems.
Okay.
So, but while they are active at night, they are keeping a very diligent watch around the outside of the tower. They did not notice you so far. You, at this time, at 4 o'clock, an hour after, you do notice that the light on the 5th floor and the light on the... Let me pull up the tower and take a look. Weird. I accidentally closed the tab. Not on purpose. The light on the 5th floor and the light on the 9th floor are on. You know that there are 2 people that live in the tower, the apprentice and the master. You're assuming the apprentice might be on the 5th floor and the master might be on the 9th floor. What are 2 other things you're looking for?
Seeing if there's any sign of the apprentice. Like, does she have any morning duties to take care of? Like, go fetch a paper, or just anything that takes her out of the tower in the morning?
Let me take a look, because you are between those hours. Let me go back to Tucson Conservatory, Spectral Tower. Yes. So at 7 o'clock, all of the servants come in. There's a line of servants outside the tower, and they are lining up outside of it, and they enter the tower at 7 o'clock. The apprentice goes downstairs to check them in. You know, she checks off every single one. At 8 o'clock is when they have breakfast, when they eat. They get breakfast from the breakfast appears to all be made there, but the things to prepare breakfast are freshly brought in from a baker down the street. He brings the stuff which they use to cook breakfast every single morning, and everyone eats at breakfast. And she also, between the hours of 7 and 8 until they eat breakfast, are there to check servants in and out. And the sister, who is the apprentice, I believe her name is Nana, is the one checking everyone in and out between the hours of 7 and 8. So she's pretty much hanging out by the door.
Okay.
She'll occasionally wave to people. She'll fraternize, right? She just kind of has like a little clipboard. Well, not quite a clipboard, just a book, right, that she's writing in.
A ledger, yeah.
And that's about it. But she's keeping close attention to the door and basically who's going in and out. And checking them against a list in her ledger. 2 loud dogs in there for some reason.
Like someone summoned a couple woodland dogs in the city that are running loose.
What's up? What?
Anything else you're looking for?
Okay, I'll come look because you're so desperate. Come on.
What?
What is it? What is it?
What's it?
She's like, but reward me. Give me pizza.
For our barking? Because the diviner can see one day into the past or one day into the future.
Yes.
So, we didn't do too much. Well, I mean, we raised the alarm a fair bit on the first day, but we didn't really make any big moves. So,
Nothing that's drawn attention yet.
So with we're able to get into the conservatory and steal the paintings and get the person who knows where his orb is. We should probably try to get that on this same day too, so that he doesn't divine it, I'm thinking. So that'd be. So can I, seeing that Nana is by the door talking to servants and such, can I try to converse with her briefly to see if I can
Sure.
get a read on
Sure.
or try to secretly communicate hey, I might be a friend of your dad's who's concerned about you and maybe I can help you with some stuff or something.
Okay. Sure. You want me to get a die roll, or did you want to talk to her? I think both are also good too. You just, I don't know if you want something specific you want to get from her.
Yeah, I guess I feel like a die roll can determine how much I can get from her.
You want to roll the die roll first and to get an idea of how well you do, and then talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
So would that be like a persuasion or?
Yes, you're trying to roll me 2 checks. Roll me a persuasion and roll me a deception, right? Because you're not trying to give away your whole position too.
Yeah, I'm not trying to raise suspicions where she calls attention.
Okay.
Persuasion is 30.
Okay.
And proficient in both, and deception is 28.
Nice. Couple successes.
Yeah, just a few successes.
If this was Tinder, you get a chat back.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't need to swipe right on her. She would have already swiped right on me. That's a good idea.
Right.
Oh no, I was like,
Oh boy.
bastards, I don't give a fuck. It ran through me.
So, she is sitting out front with her ledger. What do you say?
I'll stroll on up and hold on. I think of what a suave dude might actually say. That's very alien to me.
Don't be humble.
I wish. Good morning there, fair maiden. I understand this is the spectral tower here, the structure?
She turns over towards you, lifts up her hood to get a better look at you. Looks similar to a desert elf, except she has long white hair that kind of has a little bit of mist that comes off it because it is ice cold, right? And she has kind of a whitish skin with kind of a silver sheen kind of like what is that called? Like the Japanese ice maidens from like that kind of lore kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
those
Looks
kind of-
human,
yeah.
but just has like a very frost genasi, water genasi kind of look.
Gotcha.
Yes, a wonderful hot day out. At least most tell me it is hot out. Can I help you? Are you here to do work at the tower?
Oh no, I was just terribly interested in the divine arts, so to speak, and such, and was pointed out to this occasion here by a fellow Therustra recommended that I come by here.
Yes, it's a beautiful tower. Master Revis is a new master to this tower. The previous master met with an unfortunate end. And my new master is a good master of the tower. Is beautiful tower. Wonderful insight. Every floor is a marvel into itself. A testament to the powerful and benevolent Lord Maldak.
Oh, yes, I understand. Yes. I'd love to learn more about the tower and all its many intricacies and defenses and whatnot and such, and not to be improper, but I'd be willing to pay any price to you to learn that. If there's anything I can help you with.
You want a tour of the tower? It would be difficult I would have to talk to the master. He's a very busy man. I'm not sure if I could.
Oh, that's all right. We don't need to bother him just yet with anything. I was wondering. I was specifically wanting to speak to you about your time here.
Yes, I'm the apprentice of the tower. Maybe one day I'll be a master of it. Lord Maladek was.
Don't need to bring him up into this conversation.
Who would want to bring him up anyway? He was a special kind of guy.
Yes.
You feel the loathing when she says that. But anyway, maybe I could give you a tour of the tower. That would be fun. We don't have many people that want to come check out the tower. I probably could, between the hours of 9 and 12, Master Guillermo Santiago de Rivas and myself immerse ourselves in studies, but I do so on the 6th floor, maybe between the hours of 12 o'clock before we take lunch. I could take a break, and I could give you a tour of the first 3 floors.
That would be marvelous.
Okay. At 12 o'clock. Meet you up. I didn't even get your name.
Laddie, but my friends call me Lucky.
Lucky. That's a funny name. My name's Nana.
Charmed to make your acquaintance.
Yes. I suppose I'll see you at 11 o'clock.
Righto.
Okay. All right. So you have a personal tour of the place at 11 o'clock, and you've learned some things about the spectral towers in those 4 hours.
If we're really lucky, maybe the orbs on those first 3 floors.
I like your optimism.
Someone has to be.
Neil, you got anything?
I'm just sticking with Johnny.
Oh, you were assisting? Oh, shoot, I didn't have your roll.
Oh, and this is my friend Caradoc here.
Hello, Mr. Caradoc. Good to meet you, sir.
Hey, man.
Are you also coming for the tour?
He might. We have a busy day, busy morning chores to take care of.
I could maybe get one person and not 2 people. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll hang.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a insight check, Caradoc.
Right. $17.
17. There are three things that you got from there are truths about in that conversation. One, absolutely fucking despises Maladoc. Like, she was almost vomiting when she says his name. Two, loves this Rebus guy. Seems to respect him. Three, seemed to catch on when he said not Maladoc. Not saying Maladoc. Like, she's aware of saying his name does something. And you specifically noticed that she mentioned her first name, but she almost refused to say her last name. Like she was biting her tongue. You feel the tension of bad blood there. She may not like her father.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But she does seem to hate Maladak. Okay. What is Lucky Laddie doing to decrease the alarm?
I mean, lagging.
Oh, sorry, lagging.
Nah, you should go, man.
Lagging Ben. You can do it. I got faith in you.
Well,
I'm a charming motherfucker. I can lower anything.
being charitable doesn't seem super great in this city. So, he's more gonna go around and he's trying to effectively psych people up for the birthing ceremony that's going on.
Okay. You're trying to, though the alarm had been raised, you're trying to raise the party atmosphere.
Yes.
Okay. Trying to get people to party more. Like, hey, man, no alarm here. It's just a party everywhere.
They're like, God, dude, it's 4 a.m. Yeah!
Like a side spinner, be like, woo, birthday ceremony in a few days.
All right.
David Lee Roth?
Roll me. Okay, let's look at some. Let's look at this.
Inflating air balloon man.
Can I get a performance check?
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ!
I have no riz, as they say.
Also, can I get a? Oh fuck! I don't know.
Usually good dice, fuck you, man.
Give me like a history check, right? And then give me a I'm trying to think of another skill that's good that isn't one I haven't had you roll. That's not persuasion, but
Intimidation.
Animal handling.
I'm gonna have to
nature.
say. I'm gonna have to say it is going to be a persuasion check as well.
Okay, so we got 8 and 9 so far.
Oh Jesus God! We have yet to roll a positive number.
11.
Higher.
Roll me a d4.
3.
You spend all 4 hours, and you decrease the alarm by 3.
You know what? I do what I can.
You know what?
Below 40.
It's a win. It's a win. It's really hard to get people to drink at 4 a.m.
Cowards. Where's that one monk at? She'll drink.
Probably has work to do in the morning. Alright. She's probably been like, who knocked over these faces? I'll kill the motherfucker.
So it is 8 o'clock in the morning. You guys can feel free to have a once over before you go on to your next round.
I have shame.
You come in, a shameful look on your hands, a torn up flyers, a sign.
You know, the flyers don't work well when nobody speaks.
Not a lot of halflings out here for some reason.
Fine. I'm gonna go find my new boys.
Alright.
And prepare for the fight.
That works. Oh, right. You've got a fight coming up.
So I have 11.
At 11. You got some time. It's between 8 and 12. Or you just want to go over there to them?
Yeah, basically you can go meet up with them.
Okay. Get prepped.
Get prepped.
Okay.
Discuss battle plans.
Okay.
and generally try to appear more as one of them than
Okay.
random outsider.
Okay. All right. That sounds fine. That sounds good to me. I guess it gives you two a chance to talk about the next part, and Matt is back in the scene when he's back.
Eventually, yes. So, this is from 8 to 12, this time block.
8 to 12 is the next time block.
So, yeah, I'll get ready setting the trap at the bar, the Augment Acrobat, letting Kaelin, the Earth Dio, in on it too. Be like, hey, gonna bring the curator in here for drinks to show her a new item to look at, and that's when we're gonna do the switcheroo. As if he has like a spare room that we can like hide the curator
Okay.
in that nobody can get into.
Okay. That sounds good. Matt, it is 8 o'clock a.m., so your other character is back in the scene. If you want to be.
All right.
How's the temple looking now after all of that bullshit?
That's a good point. Yeah, what was going on as I was leaving the temple?
The alarm got raised. The monks are pissed. Somebody broke like almost 1,000 years worth of ashes and reliquaries.
It's like one elf life.
The morning ceremony got completely disrupted. Just like a bunch of just crazy stuff. It's starting to settle out now again at the temple, but
Okay. All right.
Maybe get more goodwill by saying, you'll find the halfling who did this and bring him to justice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could be back in the scene for the morning meetup before you guys do your next block between 8 and 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to come with me to the conservatory to steal the paintings or swap the curator, or if you want to do your own thing.
What are we stealing the paintings right away, or are we waiting to steal paintings?
I think we should steal the paintings right away, so we can specifically get the guy who knows where the diviner's orb is. Because I have I don't know how much it caught. I got a tour of the spectral tower later today, so if we can figure out where that is, then that might be a good time to try to snatch that before he can spy on what we've been up to these past couple days.
Okay. Since I do have 2 levels of exhaustion, I might be a little less useful.
You just have to stand and look intimidating, maybe. Just so, you got a mask to hide the sweat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go along.
Okay. So you 3 go along to the conservator's house.
Yes, I'll put on my disguise and such. Go over to meet her, and I'll try to lure her into the tavern.
Okay. So your goal is to lure her in the tavern and spike her drink and lock her away.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to need everyone to contribute to this. I'm going to need...
Not you. You're not there.
I will need probably a persuasion check. I will need a deception check and a sleight of hand check. So who wants to do what?
I'm pretty damn good at all 3 of those. If you guys want to claim one you're good at. Yep. Unless you're just out of it, it's cool.
I'm fading. I'm sorry.
That's
okay.
It's all good.
It's okay. All right. Matt, do you want to do the persuasion or the deception check?
Which
equally bad.
Which
I'm
plus
gonna
one do you feel better about?
I'm gonna do persuasion.
Okay. You're going to do persuasion. Cool. That leaves you to do the deception and the sleight of hand. So go ahead and roll.
I got a 10.
A 10. Nice.
Deception.
That's what I like to see.
That's a 10 with disadvantage, right?
Oh no,
Could get better.
it's a 10. Yes, it's still a 10 with disadvantage.
Oh, okay, good.
My deception is 29, and my sleight of hand is 30.
Okay, somebody's obviously carrying the skill challenge.
Yep, it's definitely me. You're welcome.
There you go. Your persuasion wasn't terrible. A 10 isn't terrible. It's just, you're talking to her. She seems really focused on that mask, that beautiful mask that you have. You guys eventually are able to get her to go to the tavern with you to have drinks for the changeover. While the drinks are happening, you are able to kind of deceive to a point. Right, you're able to walk around your words and not get caught too easy. Her aggressively she's constantly reading people, but the sleight of hand is very quick. You are able to get the powder in her drink, and you successfully roofie the conservator. And,
Yep.
She is.
Optics aren't good here. Really.
Truly. A suave guy.
She is drugged out in the other room for the next 3 days. She has been chained to a sink.
Oh dear God.
Because the only room they had was the extra bathroom, and the extra bathroom is being closed off. So they throw a pot of water and food in there, and they nail the door shut.
Just take a kidney from her too on her head.
That'd require a tub full of ice.
Yeah, it is the desert, right?
Yeah. Well, we the water's not. See, he's got that cold forge. No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
And get the golem to copy her and stuff.
The golem is able to copy her. So you have a perfect replica of her. That is very hard to distinguish the two. The golem is given very specific instructions.
Yes, I'll fill them in on the ways to dismiss the security measures I learned about.
Okay.
With the day.
Okay.
At least for there's 3 rooms. The one, the Hall of Mirrors, we'll have to do something else with.
Okay. And you guys will have a potential side. You'll have a potential side scene at 11 o'clock, which is also within this block. So you guys really rolled really well. It doesn't take a lot of your time. It only takes about 2 of your hours. So after you're done filling it in, 11 o'clock is when you'll have the meeting at the Spectral Tower. Your character is in an arena fight.
Hello.
So you're spending all 4 hours just getting ready and getting used to them. Obviously, you get to know all the members of it very well. So since this is a tryout, right, in the arena fight, I am going to need 3 rolls from you.
Okay.
I will want give me a performance check because you're trying out, right?
Okay.
Give me a attack roll, right? And give me a reflex saving throw.
Jesus.
If only they were ones, at least you'd be able to reroll.
Right.
You're the most unlucky halfling.
So that's a 4 for performance.
Oh boy.
An attack roll, you say?
An attack roll. With any weapon.
Hey, I can attack. Apparently. That's apparently the only thing I can get a positive goddamn roll on.
Okay.
That'll be 30.
30, okay.
And a reflex save, you say?
A reflex saving throw.
26.
26. Okay.
So I'm not allowed to do skills.
Yeah. So you make it through the battle without being harmed. You are able to. With their help, you are able to defeat the storm giant.
Okay, I have a slight addendum to
Yeah.
I did want to intend to generally take his focus, if possible, to where I am willing to put myself in harm's way to try to make myself look better to them, / hopefully get more in favor with them.
Normally, that wouldn't be an issue. But you rolled a 4 on your performance check. You did successfully do that. You drew a stray lightning bolt to you, but then one of the members of the band, I will say it is Lyra Sunfire, the radiant tiefling sorcerer, was worried that this bolt of electricity would kill you and jumped in front of you, taking the bolt squarely to the chest.
Damn it.
So you did fantastic in the fight. But you did end up you're going to have to really work with this team a little bit more. They're impressed by your fighting style, but, two other party members saw it from different angles. One saw it from an angle which looked like you kind of ducked behind her, and she got hit in the chest. And the other one saw her jump in the way, right? And right now she's unconscious, right? She's not waking up for a little bit, so.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not terrible, but you are with them. You are in the victorious party, and you will receive a small boon currently.
I'll use a couple of spells to try to heal her at least a bit.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check.
Yes, 2. Hey. Even if I get mad enough at it. 24.
24. Really good. She wakes up, she clarifies the issue, and everyone kind of cheers, and you are in the band.
I got a new team now.
I better luck them with those other losers.
They all go afterwards to go celebrate their victory, and they're all doing some day drinking, and you see a couple familiar faces in that other bar, which you had been trying to cheer up the other day and get them day drinking at 4 o'clock. They're like, hey, this guy's back. Yeah, Goku-san, I got your flyer.
And I would like to discuss with them what they intend on challenging. Well, I might have to wait a little bit longer and see how the other fights pan out. But I want to know what they intend to challenge next. If they really think that's going to be enough.
Okay. So your goal is to goad them into another fight, a bigger fight.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there a specific person you're trying to goad them to fight?
Well, the Archangel, probably.
The Archangel. Okay. I will say that is probably your next skill challenge, right?
Great. I love
Next skill challenge, you're trying to persuade them.
Your small boon to get a good roll.
You are owed a good roll eventually. Okay, it is 11 o'clock. So your goal is to go into the spectral tower, and you're trying to figure out what's on the first 3 floors.
Yes, so she's willing to show us around there just to get the lay of the land there.
Okay. Okay. Let me take a look. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, an investigation check, and a deception check. Because you're trying to, while she's giving you the tour, kind of deceive her, give her BS, whatever, and then you're trying to look around.
Perception is 18. Investigation, I'm going to use it unlucky on that one.
Okay.
Wasn't bad, but wasn't great. Ooh, that's worse, actually. Investigation is a 4.
Are you proficient?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And deception is a 24.
Okay, so what are your totals?
First one was 18.
18.
And 4 and 24.
And 24. Okay.
Good lord.
Got 3 successes. No, sorry, you got 3 successes. You lost 3 successes. You gained 5 successes. You're 1 short, so I'm going to need a 14 or above.
That's 12.
Okay, you do not raise the alarm. It goes off. It goes off without too much of a hitch.
Aren't you good?
Yeah.
I am going to send you a description of every single level, and crystal ball is on the first floor.
Ooh. Wow.
It's in the foyer. It's actually technically on display behind a giant magical glass case.
Yeah, that's gotta be
It's gotta
shielded
be
and
no
trapped
room.
to hell and back.
I will give you the potential traps you might have seen. I will email this to you. Let me pull up the email. Compose. What's the first letter of your email start with?
D.
Oh,
D-I.
yep. I got it. Okay. Okay. I will call this email the Spectral Tower. And these are the first of 9 floors. Each floor has a specific magic item on it. Each floor has, let me see. Each item has obviously a description, a magic item that is in the room, a specific thing about this room, right? A painting, furniture, and dimensions. You also learn that the Spectral Tower is additionally the tomb of Archmage Lucas the Illusionist.
Is that the previous master of the tower?
Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're each level of the tower is a wizard's tomb as well. For every single one of the 9 masters.
Oh, my. I see.
It said that the spirit of each master guards each floor. Anyway, there you go. That
The
is.
body has the soul, dude.
And if they're already dead.
That is basically. Is that everybody up to 12 o'clock? I think actually you're free. Matt, is there anything you want to do between 11 and 12? Because you guys rolled so good on that first check, it only took you 2 hours.
I don't really think there's anything specific. I think he's too worn out to do much.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is 22.
22. You did very well on your power nap. I'm going to roll a dice. If I roll a 10 or below, or sorry, if I roll above 11 or above, you aren't able to heal level exhaustion. So if you roll 10 or below, you do.
Okay.
I'm doing a power nap.
12.
Sweet.
It's 12. Damn. Sorry. You
Nope, you're okay.
took a power nap. You got closer. You still have 2 levels of exhaustion, but the DC will be lower next time.
Okay.
Okay. It is between the hours of 1 and 12. What do you guys want to do for the next 12 hours? I assume you guys wanted to steal paintings?
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we maybe take a potty break?
Yeah, let's take a potty break. Let's take a break, and when we get back, you guys will steal the paintings. It's not really much of a skill challenge. There'll be a little bit of a skill challenge getting them, but it's not going to be anything heavy, unless you want to get that
We'll show you.
fourth one. The fourth one is going to be a challenge. So that's probably the one you really got to think about how you want to get a hold of it.
You stand outside, guard the door. Actually went at the tavern. Actually, go back with buffets. Back in that room. Back there. Stay as far away from the city as possible.
All right. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
I need to stop yawning.
Let's all go spoon meal.
Audio is turned back on. Okay. All right, guys. It is the 12 to 12 afternoon block. What do you guys want to do for the first 4 hours?
Go to the conservatory, taking the golem duplicate with me.
Let's go do a heist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Within a heist.
you come in alone?
Absolutely.
All right.
You two aren't him, or are you gonna rest up, Matt?
I feel like I might be more of a hindrance.
Have you seen his
not
roll so
stopping me.
far?
This is true.
The more people you have, the
I don't
lower.
want to make it any worse.
Yeah. I will add, the more people you have in a scene, the lower the DC you have on the roll initially, right? It's higher. Sorry, the higher on the DC I've got to roll for an alarm to trigger, right? Because you're more people helping. So one person normally has like a lower base, and it keeps going up, and then it's modified by the successes. So that's the mechanics of that. So,
Okay, I'll come along.
all right, okay.
Alright, yeah.
So you three all dedicate this next block, or potentially maybe not even all of the block, to getting the paintings. There are 4 paintings. 3 of them are really easy to get. All right, I will just need one of you to be able to get the painting with the help of them. So there's 4 paintings. Only one of them is in a hard room to get because of this. So only one of these is really going to require much in the way of high rolls. The other 3 are easier to get to. So, who wants to take what paintings?
You. I'm gonna head towards the one where there's the 2 paintings in one hallway. That's not the mirror monster hallway.
It's true.
It's the Serene Oasis. Yes, it has 2 of the paintings, Falthrax and Gorba.
Yeah, so technically, you 2 could get the easier paintings if you wanted to, since it's lower DCs and you guys' rolls aren't as
We
crazy.
got this.
And I guess
Yeah, I
we
can
leave
go
you
for
to the illusions.
No.
Yeah, I'll take care of the mirror chamber and try to
It's
get that
gross.
painting.
Okay. So we'll start with these guys first, right? Let's set the scene for them. Okay, so you are in the let me see, the
Oasis.
the Garden Oasis. Bazaar of Illusions, Hall of Blisters, Enchanted Oasis, right? It's that beautiful big room, fresco of lush gardens. It's a big open oasis garden area. Looks like they brought in dirt into here, and then they have a beautiful dome that's able to let the light in from up above instead of a roof. There is, of course, the manticores, which are here watching over. So your skill challenge is much lower. I'm only going to need 2 rolls from you. I'm going to need a stealth roll, and I'm going to need a... Well, I'll let you decide. What role would help you get this painting away while the manticore isn't looking? Do you guys have fakes to replace it with, or are you just taking them?
We got fakes
yeah, we got
from
fakes
the one
commissioned.
forgery guy
Okay.
was able to make
Yeah.
all 4 with his roll.
Oh, right. So you guys have the fakes to change it out with. So I'll let you dress this one up. Since these ones are easy, I won't dictate the rolls. How are you going to get this painting out? The manticore is here with its young, and it's just kind of like nursing its young, but it's also kind of like watching over the paintings. It doesn't seem to initially question anything that's going on because obviously the conservatory is here.
Yeah.
Is it just a hall, or does it have vents and herbs in it?
Yeah, this one actually has like some herbs in it. It has some potted plants. It has some planted plants. It has a one big tree in the middle of the oasis. It actually is made to be an oasis. There's a little mini lake that goes through it. It's not quite this. It's a 40-foot radius room, right? So it's not overly crowded. But then along the walls it's decorated with paintings. Each of them.
Where's the manticore in relation to the center of the room, for example?
It's in the center of the room, nestled against the side of a large tree, in its nest. It's got a nest right in front of the tree. Its young manticores are in the nest with it. It works very hard to keep the younger manticores in the nest while other people are out and about.
Except sometimes.
Except sometimes, which was when you were there.
Like that, it's not. No, come back.
It has a good view of about 80% of the room because of the position of the tree. There's a couple paintings behind it. It doesn't have a good view on. I will roll a luck check to see if it is one of those that is behind the tree. Guess a number.
7.
Johnny, have a look.
7.
You nailed it. Where do you want that painting to be?
Yeah, behind something, hopefully less obvious to the manticore.
Okay. There's another tree obscuring that painting. So it's completely out of view. So what 2 skills do you want to roll to get this painting?
I'm gonna use Pass Without Trace
Okay.
on whoever is near enough to me. It's a 30-foot range, I'm pretty sure, for how far it works.
Okay. It'll add to your stealth roll.
Where's that? Trace. Yeah, each creature you choose within 30 feet of me. So yeah, okay. And then we're gonna use skills. Go back to my skills. Do okay. Could I use something like survival to more predict what the manicore is going to be doing?
Sure. Yeah, roll me a stealth and a survival then.
It's been surviving the manticore.
Right? Wow.
Right now.
Well, that's a good wow this time. Let's see. Minus expose. Is this a plus 10 for it?
It is a plus 10 for it.
Okay, so 29 stealth
29 stealth, all right.
and 25 survival.
Okay. without a hitch, you are able to use a bunch of herbs that throw off its scent, and they kind of make the manticore not want to like look at things, kind of like bury its head, using your knowledge of survival. Stealth, you're able to easily replace the painting real quick, put the other painting under a canvas, and sneak it out before anyone's able to notice. So you are able to get both of those paintings, no issue. So 2 paintings down, no alarm has been raised. Matt, where's his painting at?
The Veiled Passage.
The Veiled Passage. The Veiled Passage is a mysteriously and dimly lit corridor, veiled in ethereal mist. Paintings along the walls depict veiled figures in ornate garments and fantastical landscapes. Trapped souls in the paintings exist between the realm of the living and spirits. Voices carried by gentle breezes whisper in the streets, whisper secrets of forbidden magic and hidden treasures. This specific place is guarded by 2 ghosts. One at either side of the long hallway. The painting you want is in the center.
Okay.
The golem replacement for the curator is able to remove the enchantments for the alarms, but you're going to have to find a way to do a switcheroo in the paintings without the ghosts knowing. So what skills do you think are appropriate to try to get past these ghosts?
I think that, let's see, I would try, where'd that one go?
I'll say since Caradoc isn't here, I'll say Caradoc cast Greater Restoration on you, so you're down to 1 level of exhaustion. You still have a disadvantage on skill checks, but now your speed isn't halved, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was I just looking at? I want to.
Yours is in the mirrored maze. Right.
I want to use
Yeah, I'm energy.
empty body
Empty body.
and become invisible.
Okay.
So I'll use 4 key points there.
Okay.
And then I want to use acrobatics to move as quietly and as not quite stealthy, but just moving quietly and deliberately.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me.
What was that?
Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay, that one was really good. Let's see what this. Okay, that one's not as good. 14.
14. Pretty good. And roll me a stealth check. Since you're using empty body and you're invisible, you have a straight roll on the stealth check.
Okay. 13.
13. 14 and 13. Okay. What number was rolled?
7.
7. Okay. You are able to procure the painting without raising any alarm. The ghosts are none the wiser.
All right.
Stupid ghost.
You guys have 3 of the paintings so far. It is down to Lucky Laddie on the 4th painting. In
To your
the
namesake.
Yes.
in the maze of mirrors with the mirror monster.
Yeah.
How are you getting this painting without being able to lift the alarm either?
So I'll leave the golem behind since they obviously will be found out immediately. I do have a ever-smoking bottle.
Okay.
And I remove the stopper. A cloud of thick smoke pours out in a 60-foot radius from the bottle, and the cloud's area is heavily obscured.
Okay.
So
That'll give you. You already have advantage on stealth, so I'll give you a +5 bonus. Sound fair? Okay.
So I'll let that smoke fill up the chamber there, and then sneak in, grab the painting, put up another one, and try to get out before the smoke disperses.
Okay. So roll me a stealth check. Roll me an investigation check, and then roll me a sleight of hand check.
Right. Stealth is 23.
23. Okay.
Investigation. Ooh, use my last lucky on that one, because that was 1. Yeah, oh, not my die. Ah! You, damn it, I'm getting your curse. Get away from me. Alright, better. 10.
I'll take mine as well.
10.
And the last one, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
So the hand would be 34. So it's 23, 10, 34.
Gained 4 successes, lost 1 success, then gained 34.
Mm-hmm.
7. So you got 10. Okay. As long as I don't roll an 18 or above, you should be fine.
14.
Okay. Good job.
You can confirm. I'm not making the numbers yet.
You had some difficulty with the alarm itself, but you were eventually able to get the alarm before the smoking bottle was able to run out. You were able to flip out the paintings, and you slipped out the door nonetheless. You guys have all 4 paintings. The alarm has not been raised. You guys have only used 2 of the 4 hours, so you guys still have 2 hours left in this time block if you want to try to accomplish something.
Let's go see our boy Janasi who gets them out.
Okay. You were able to get there, no issue. I'm not even going to make that a check. You're just literally bringing paintings to him. If you guys want to dedicate your 2 hours to helping him with the ritual, I will say without a roll, he's able to get all 4 out. Sound fair? Okay.
Yeah.
Dedicate the rest of the time to that. You have now let out these. So, Phalorax Lurendor knows a secret entrance in the Temple of Astral Light. You guys now not only know where the entrance is in the Temple of Astral Light, there are 2 entrances. One entrance in the Temple of Astral Light was in one of the side closets in the long corridor. That is inside the Temple of the Restful Lily. There's a secret side entrance that you can get in there. In the slum quarter, there is an abandoned house that has a dug-out basement. The arena master lives in this house. In the dugout basement is specifically a tunnel all the way to the Temple of Astral Light. The arena master dug the hole so that he can have the Beast of Starry Eyes supply him with one of the ingredients he needs to make Sapopa.
What does the Beast of Starry Eyes get out of this?
The Beast of Starry Eyes. Sapopa puts people in dreamlike states.
Ooh, there we go.
And specifically makes them susceptible to his powers so that he can feed off of them. The more drug-addicted Sapopa people there are, the more passive kind of income he gets from fears and all these bad trips people are having. It's basically like heroin, it's just putting people out.
Does the ingredient for this come from the beast?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
An ingredient that the beast gives is specifically, it is a bluish mist that is found in the astral realm. It is in a physical form, so he has to bottle it, and he uses that to dilute down and put basically sapopa leaves. He puts in like a mixture and it's able to like seep into it. But it's a necessary ingredient because it is kind of like astral, and it kind of gets people basically high and addicted to it. Also adds a magical element to the natural drug. So, you guys learn that the Arena Master has a secret tunnel to the Temple of Astral Light. But that tunnel is also the tunnel that the Beast of Starry Eyes uses to go in and out. That's one painting. Has dirt on one of the high priests of the Restful Lily. So, the dirt he has is on, let me go find this guy's name. Master Steel Crane. Master Steel Crane has been embezzling money for years from the temple. He's been embezzling the money for years because he is a gambling addict, and he spends the hours between 10 and 12 every night in the gambling den. He is deeply in debt. But his debt card is held by this guy that was in the painting. So he's deeply in debt, but he's mostly just deeply in debt to this guy. While this guy was in a painting, he wasn't held in debt. So this guy holds on to his debt shit. The debt shit is held by a steam method who runs the gambling establishment, which is called The House, which is a gambling establishment that is ran by methods in Kusan. The only odd note is every single steam method calls itself The House, but only one of them actually is The House, which is the name of the place and the owner.
A steam method, is that another type of gin or dio?
Yeah.
Or?
Yes, it is. It's a type of elemental.
Okay.
There are other elementals there, but most of them are just gamblers themselves. So, another piece. Obviously, you rescue the person who is why they exist. The Beast of Starry Eyes can only exist in physical form. Thus, he is no longer dancing between people's dreams. So, he is, good news, not going to kill anyone in their sleep anymore.
Yay!
Bad news, he's in physical form.
Boo.
And Gorba knows where the diviner keeps his crystal ball of foresight that is on the first floor.
Yes, we managed to figure it out.
Specifically, though, if you take him to steal it, he knows how to disarm the trap.
Okay.
So that you will not need a roll for. You will just need to find a way to sneak in there and grab the crystal ball.
You get the daughter, who's on the 5th floor?
Depends on when during the day.
Yeah.
At night, she appears to be on the 5th floor. So that appears to be where she sleeps. You guys do have the spectral tower. There is a whole...
okay.
Where she is at each part of the day is there.
And I got layouts of the first 3 floors.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like she does look up to the diviner, at least, if not on the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, I don't know if this is just something I made up myself into this current diviner. Did he kill the previous diviner of the tower, or did he just take over the position? I don't recall.
I would say in small talk you would learn that Lord Revis is new to the position, very new. It is said that Lord Maladek had already executed his previous diviner for failing him, so this one took over the position shortly thereafter. It is said, that what she understands is that he found him in the desert. and that he had come out of the cave of many worlds. He had fallen from it, and he's from some other dimension. He doesn't speak many languages here, and he commonly will communicate utilizing tongues.
He's a giant winged purple bear.
He is not. He is not. He is just a humanoid. Appears to be just human. She said he does have. No, she wouldn't have mentioned that.
Okay.
So, yeah, he just appears to be a humanoid wizard that Lord Maladek found in the desert and decided to promote.
So, it's not fishy from what we know so far. So it might be a little hard to convince her to betray the diviner or work against him. Although with Maladek, if she doesn't care for her father that much, but she obviously probably wants to help her sister.
There is the Tome of Shadows in the Diviner Tower somewhere, which has a ritual which can break the thing. Downside is it does put it on some random person somewhere.
That too, yeah, the lifeline spell, yeah.
And you did learn where the Tome of Shadows is. So that was on one of the levels that you viewed.
And then, even if we break the lifeline, we still have to get her out.
Yeah. Then we still need to get the scepter. That's the one other thing we need to make sure we get. So.
Yeah, Book of Shadows was on the second floor in the library.
Okay. So. Got the paintings taken care of. Need to get the crystal ball at some point and get the arena taken care of. So do we want to go to the arena master next or try to see if we can pressure him into letting us cheat and get access to his tunnel somehow?
I almost want to check out his house because there's a lot of fights going on lately, so it feels like he'd be pretty away from his house.
While a fight is going on, he will be away from his house. Let me take a look. Well, you guys got the schedule there too. At 4 o'clock, so at 5 o'clock, the mercenary group, the Crimson Vipers, is fighting the Ember Wing, the Inferno Sovereign.
That sounds like it'll go well.
I forgot to roll to see how the other fights are doing. Let's say red die is going to be for 4 spears, and white die will be for the Sifs of Sorceress Sirens. Right? How'd the Sifs do?
That's a 9.
One of their people died.
That's a 17.
Oh, nice. Okay. So the 4 spears was victorious. The Sifs of Sorceress Sirens lost their fight, and one of them died against the Morrowind, the Nemanic Lich.
Lich, yeah. That's not the Lich brother person, right?
That is not him. He has not been challenged to a fight yet. So, yeah. 5 o'clock. Oh, I forgot to roll for the Blades of the Eternal Dawn. Jeez, how'd they do?
13.
13. They won.
The crowd calls for more blood. More people die! Blood!
The Leviathan of the tenuous depths.
It's the Pirate King.
God.
So the scene is yours. It is between the hours of 5 and 8. Whatever you guys want to do.
I feel like we should try to get the crystal ball before the day's out. Quietly, if need be.
I mean, preferably.
Yeah, so you with misspoke without necessarily like grabbing the sister at this time, maybe.
Okay. You guys are snatching and grabbing the guys are snatch and grab what? The crystal ball, the you want to get the book too, or
That here goes the Google Sheets not loading for me. At the spectral tower.
Spectral Tower. Between the hours of 5 and they're having supper at 6 o'clock, and
On the 9th floor.
yeah, and on the 9th floor, and then evening activities between 7 and 8. 7 and 8, Guillermo is engaging in personal magical pursuits, delving in prophetic visions and divination rituals, and Nana is compassionate. Ice Genie spends most time assisting servants exploring enchanting library on the 4th floor and expanding her knowledge there. During this time, the clay golems guard the lower floors, while the gargoyles alternate between roosting on the roof and keeping a watchful eye on the surroundings.
So, should we try to grab the crystal ball at supper time then?
Sounds pretty
Too
reasonable.
late. So before then, I'd give us time to check out the Arena Master's home in the tunnel there.
Okay, so 5 o'clock, the Arena Master's house. 6 o'clock, theft while everyone eats. Okay. And we'll see where the night takes us from there. Okay. So you guys go to the, all of you go to the Arena Master's house then?
Yeah,
Sure.
as well.
Okay. You guys go to the Arena Master's house at 5. He is not there. So this is a B&E in the middle of the slums. What do
They're
you...
used to seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anything too crazy. I'll keep your passives in mind. What are you guys trying to accomplish here?
Well,
Trying to find more dirt. Trying to get high in some Sapopa.
Well, I mean, now's the best time to, because now we're safe.
what would be good to do here? Because unless we're going in and attempting to take care of the beast already, I don't know. Otherwise, it's more sneak in and just for sure find the tunnel and.
Should we try to see if we can make a pact with the beast? Because we know it doesn't like Maladek at all. It did M man, Mr. M.
You want to make a pact with him.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. If we could, well,
It's not a good
Okay.
idea either, maybe.
oh, it's not a good idea, but it's also not a, because either we make a pact with it or we fight it.
Because that's just thinking if the situation comes up where we are face to face with Maladek and we're able to get that amulet away from him, then maybe like have the beast on hand to be like, hey, we did this for you. Now you can fight him to your heart's content or some such. Like, I'm good at words, I swear.
So your guys' side plan is to sneak into the tunnel, go to the Temple of Astral Light, and try to parlay with the Beast of Starry Eyes.
Just talking about it, not committing to it.
Okay. I'm just running through it. to see if you can get the amulet to try to like bargain with it?
Yeah, it's because
Spitballing that one idea out. Okay.
yeah, because the beast can't attack in our dreams. Maybe if we can make an alliance with it, we can at least keep it from attacking us in the physical realm. Also,
So I'm curious as to what extent that amulet and Maladak's control over it is. Because if it attacks in the dream, it's when it can attacks in the dreams of people who are conspiring or who have ill will towards, well, not ill will necessarily, that'd be most of the city, but conspiring against Lord M in any way, then
you can convince it not to, in exchange for us agreeing to help it get revenge on Maladak.
yeah. So I don't want to be in the same room as the man.
Neither do I. At all. But if we have a spectral beast to attack it and keep him occupied, it would also maybe open a window for us to make off with both daughters and the scepter.
So he won't be at the birthing ceremony. Was Maladak at my fight?
Yes, he attends every
All of
single
them.
arena fight. You can guarantee that he is at the arena fight. It's one of the few times you can guarantee he's at a place. Outside of the schedule, you know of his on the last day with the celebration of life. And there's some other areas with like the celebration dinner and a couple other things.
So we could maybe try to.
I'm open to trying it. I suspect it would evolve into something a little different, though.
Oh, absolutely. Just thinking as a possibility. Obviously, we have the ability that suppresses the beast somewhat, so we don't necessarily have to. Otherwise, I guess we could search the house for more dirt on the Cambion demon to see if. So do we want to? Obviously, we want to have him let us cheat in the fight so that we can actually kill Bach May.
Yes.
Do we want to further press that to blackmail him to get him to do something else for us, like just access to like his tunnel in the home and nobody knows, or say poisoning the guards with like extra potent sapopo or something else?
Oh yeah, we did talk about that last week, didn't we? Where he would not poison them, the guards, but they would put something extra in it so then they would
Yeah.
be less aware.
Swap their heroin for some undistilled moonshine. so to
Heroin
speak.
plus.
Yeah. Heroin 2, the sequel to heroin.
That's right. Heroin AM, not heroin PM.
Coughing, snitching, scratching. So you having a good sleep medicine?
But I will say, with the pack thing, I guess you're not. That's a good point. You're not totally out of line for sure, because I mean, clearly packs can be made without that sort of thing on him if the arena master has one. Could try to influence him / have him help towards influencing the beast.
That's true. He's already in league with the beast. We can see if we could get him to have some influence to see if the beast would be amenable to, if not helping us, at least leaving us alone in the physical. I don't know.
Seems unlikely, but you have a gifted tongue.
Laddie does. Yes. Just go into the temple and just talk away and say, "Can I please see Maladak and get his amulet from him and convince him? Thank you so much." That's a 34.
You're too kind. Truly, the rumors of your generosity were not understated.
Jesus Christ.
Have we considered just asking Maladak for the scepter?
Here. I know where that samurai is. If you just hand over that scepter, I'd be happy to tell you.
Tell you where your night's edge went.
Yeah.
It's in the country. I don't know outside of that.
Yeah. Not here.
But you're looking for a girl named Jonah.
Jonah Wilkes Booth.
So,
Okay. So. Sorry, I'm getting super tired too.
It's all right.
All right.
we can finish up like this round if you want. We can save the rest for next game, right?
Yeah, Neil's out of commission and
Okay.
Cassie couldn't make it.
Okay, let's try to finish up this round then. So your guys' first plan, you think about going there to find some extra bribing materials and potentially talk to the Beast of Starry Eyes. To parlay. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I do need to go to nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Quick, for the guy with the skills is gone.
Yeah, I'll go talk to
Yeah,
him.
you go.
He's a beast
Let's
of starry eyes. I'm a
Take the town
ranger.
to the ground.
Beasts are my friends, clearly.
Exactly, right.
Me with
right.
my animal handling of... Do I even have animal handling?
I certainly hope you're a beast master. It's like the thing you do.
I speak with specific beasts, not all
What the
beasts.
fuck? You don't have animal?
Let me see. No, I don't.
Oh my god. Oh.
I don't tame just any beast. I tame friendly beasts.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Animal handling, junk
The
skill.
domesticated animals, those are the ones that you talk to.
The domesticated, pre-trained animals.
Don't give away my secrets.
Oh, shit. Oh, fucking love it.
That's right. When I was doing the slideshow, I don't do anything with this. Get out of here.
'Cause I assume he's probably going to be talking to the beast, so...
That seems likely.
You two, I'm guessing, are looking for dirt in the place. Because since you guys have to concentrate on this, do all this
Yeah.
stuff in a 1 hour block, right? So
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
do one of you or both of you want to look for dirt inside this place? One of you will be able to, if one of you goes with Johnny, Johnny gets a reroll on one of those skill checks. But if both of you search for dirt, the DC's lower for both of you to find dirt. So it's kind of a gamble. Do you want to prioritize finding dirt or helping Johnny with the parlay?
I mean, we have dirt on him already.
Yeah. But the dirt
So
will make him
maybe-
do one thing, right? The more dirt you have will make him do more, if that helps from
You
a
go.
mechanical standpoint.
You go with Lucky, and I'll do searching.
Okay.
Okay. So, searching for dirt.
For what it's worth, I'm going to use Pass Without Trace again, so hopefully we leave less tracks everywhere around here
Okay,
as we go
that-
through our...
That sounds fine. Pass without trace for less tracks. I'm down for that.
I mean, I don't leave tracks, but they might.
They might, yeah. So what 2 skills do you want to utilize to represent getting dirt? Guessing maybe an investigation.
Yeah, we're going to use Investigation. That just seems kind of required.
Right. What other skill seems appropriate?
I kind of want to say survival, because what I'm looking for is places where the tracks seem to go to odder places, where the things are more disturbed around. Where I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, if
Okay.
it's somewhere like, if it's in this more obvious stuff, it'd be harder for me to find it that way. But if it's in a more off-putting place, it feels like that would be more towards that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation and survival check.
Investigate. 19.
Hey, actually a decent roll.
And survival. 35.
Wow. All right.
I'm a survivor!
You actually do a good job for once. Not a single potted plant was destroyed. No vases, right?
And if it helps, can I throw in Speak with Plants, if there are any potted plants, to try to chat with them about weird stuff he might do?
You could. I will give you something bonus because you're able to talk to the Sapopa plants. Okay. So, you are able to find out 3 more pieces of dirt that you can utilize against him. 1. A necessary component to grow Sapopa plants is fresh blood. He's been getting fresh blood from orphans that he has gotten from he's getting blood from the orphans of the Temple of the Restful Lily.
Ah.
Now, when you say getting blood, is this killing the orphans?
Nope.
Leeches.
It is bloodletting with leeches.
Yes!
But that is definitely against their religion.
Okay.
So you learn that
Okay.
piece of information.
Hey, I did a
And
good job.
specifically
I'm
the
good at this
name
game.
of a monk who is assisting him with it. It's going to be just a nameless monk that he has bribed to be able to do this bloodletting ceremony and give him back the leeches. Another piece of information that you've been able to find out is there are two prostitutes buried in the dirt in his backyard. They are, you're able to find some small pieces of paperwork. There is a pimp in Kusan who, at the Pleasure Den, who they belong to and they've been missing. That's another piece of dirt you have on it. The final piece of dirt you have on him is he specifically has been taking bribes from one of the other teams. Specifically, that team is the Band of the Virtuous Banner. Their guild leader has been bribing him to poison the creature in which they're fighting.
How virtuous.
How virtuous. So not only do you have potential dirt on him, you have potential dirt on your new party leader. So you might be able to force him to do an action. And it kind of reckons to you, like, the last fight was a lot easier than you thought it would be for a Storm Giant. Storm Giant seems sluggish and slow.
Explain why I was feeling so good. Alright.
All right.
Talk to the captain and be like, no, you'd be a good fit for our crew back on our pirate ship.
So,
Real virtuous, brother.
Yes.
those are the 3 pieces of dirt you learn and the people who it's on. Specifically on him and other associated people.
And Herman's going with you. Into the tunnel.
He's going to allow you, by him being there, he's able to give you a reroll on his skill, and obviously, since he's there, he'll be able to contribute to the skill challenge. So, I think we should roll the skill challenge first, and then represent the role play with what the skill challenge goes. So, what 3 skills seem appropriate? I'm thinking a persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably an insight check, right? And what seems appropriate for it? probably a will saving throw.
Okay.
Okay? So, who wants to roll what?
I'll do the will saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do persuasion.
Okay. And who wants to do insight?
I can do insight unless you want to take it, Matt. You think you do good at it? I'd be okay.
I'd be okay.
Okay. So you do the will save and the insight check, and Laddie will do the persuasion check. All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay. So will save, I got 30.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
And then insight, 18.
18. Okay.
Persuasion, I got 29.
18's the lowest roll. The other two rolls were nearing 30s. Okay.
Hello.
So, you guys begin walking down. It's literally a giant hole that starts tunneling under and starts going down. It's kind of a little odd to go down because it's like at a 45-degree angle for a while. And then it starts shooting forward and slightly up. So it goes down about 80 feet that way, right? At a 45-degree angle. And then it slowly angles up the entire way up till you get underneath the temple. You guys don't fully get there. As you guys are beginning to walk forward in the tunnel, you start hearing you feel a presence, and you hear the rushing of wind. You hear the rushing of wind, but you feel no wind rush against your skin. Your character, Matt, is very familiar with the signs of the astral. The tunnel itself permeates this. You see a rushing of a skyline before you as it stops being tunnel in the distance, and you see a skyline chasing you forward in the distance. As the skyline begins to get closer, the skyline of stars and mist that stretches out into the tunnel. As it begins to come towards you, you see a single blue light with a pink kind of fuzzy aura coming off of it, slowly coming towards you. As it comes towards you and you start hearing the clomping of hooves, you see this gigantic bull-like creature begin to form out of the blue and purple mist and forms into a gigantic bull. Gigantic bull with two huge clusters. The only physical part of it that isn't just this blue aura and mist with a purplish haze on it is two large clusters of stars that seem to move with it whenever it turns its head. Its body itself is an invisible outline of the astral plane in which it seems to be bringing with it here physically. It stops in front in the tunnel, which now has surrounded you, and you kind of feel yourself floating in the tunnel, as if the floor is starting to slowly turn into astral space. You hear, "Who dares come into my lair?"
Enemies of the Lord of this town.
You dare be enemies of my enemy.
We do. And I think we could assist each other against him.
What could a mortal give I? You are but a blink in the eye Dana's life. You are but a speck in his hands.
It is true. We could not hope to combat him. But you, we understand, have done battle with him before.
Long ago, I sought his fear after the fall of Dana, when he retreated into these deserts. Sky clashed with earth, but I was tricked, lured into it by a red gem, which entraps me. I cannot leave these skies, and I must listen for his name on the breeze and whisper conversations into his ear. Oh, it's scary.
We could help free you from this horrible arrangement and give you a shot at round 2 against him.
Or you could feed me your fears. The sky starts rippling black. The stars begin winking in and out. You could pay me in pain. Why do I not just take my pound of flesh now? My satisfaction.
Because we are but mere specks of sand in a desert. We can provide you a feast to satisfy you for an eon.
While the Lord of these sands holds that red gem, you are just speaking words.
I would propose
The whimpering of a dog echoing in the distance.
Azula outside whimpering. Something creepy's going on.
Feels it.
Ruh-roh, something's going on out there.
A horrible pink light comes from like that hole deep within the earth, like a fucking Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss those two.
The deadlights, no.
Oh no, don't look at the deadlights.
Alright.
I propose an allegiance if you will spare our mortal lives and not harry us in your duties enforced upon you. We will steal this red gem off of the Lord's neck, controlling you, so that you may set yourself upon him with all of your righteous fury.
Give me first the necklace, and I shall gift you wonders and horrors yet seen in this reality. I shall kneel at your feet and gift you terrors unknown.
Like knows how to drive a party.
So long as you spare us from your wrath, that would be more than enough reward for us.
Bring me the gem. Bring me the gem. Bring me the gem. Bring me the gem. He says this as it slowly begins to get softer and softer as he echoes. And you see, he doesn't step backwards. His presence just retreats further and further back until it is past the entrance of the Temple of Astral Light, which you see the cave entrance eventually, about 100 yards further, eventually exit uphill. The entire distance is about 400 yards. the tunnel going down, and then slow. It's just that slow incline up is about 400 yards.
Well, I guess we're locked into that now.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Just gotta find a way to get the closely guarded amulet away from Lord Maladek.
We'll figure something out.
There you go. Well, it is. That's only an hour into it, right? How about we leave the rest, right, for the next part of the heist? You guys can figure out, because you guys got basically the 6 o'clock hour seems the most prime time that you can steal that thing, right? Because during that 6 o'clock hour, there's some guards on roost, and a couple of the golems are down below. So how are you going to get it from there? Hopefully by then you will have the help of a sorceress and a cleric, and all 5 of you can figure out how to steal, obviously the divination orb, but maybe also the Book of Shadows.
Like, have you seen Saya lately? I don't know where she's gone off to.
There she is. Whoop, another illusion.
She's just like, hey guys, I got that gem. I was like, what? Really? How? Who cares? Give it to the beast quick.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. All right, I'll see you guys next time on episode 181.
81.
All right.
It's easy. You steal